Hello, hello, hello. And here we are again. So I had like a 45-minute break between the between the wars, okay? And we are here about to live stream Unfair Warfare versus Wreck-It, okay? So I had a little bit of trouble pressing the buttons and it wouldn't connect and everything, but it's all good now. It's all good. So everybody give me a thumbs up that you can hear me okay and everything is good. Okay. So within the minutes before or the seconds before the war is about to be spun or the requesting for the war. And so power to mama for sure. Okay, so fantastic. So let me just quickly do a quick let the Discord community know that I've gone live as well. And I'll just send a little quick note on their live streams here. Here we go. It'd be nice if it's all automatic, but anyway, doesn't matter. Let's not worry. Twitch.tv. I'm gonna copy that as well. There we go. And I'll put it over here. Oh no. Not there. Live streams. That was on live stream. And open streams. There you have it. Fantastic. Okay, people. Where are we? Has the war been spun? Let's have a look. No, it hasn't. Okay. So I was asked the question earlier on, why don't I use the scoreboard? And I can put a scoreboard just above my head here. Okay. I don't use it because it's using the Supercell API, but it's not using the fast API. So it takes a little bit of time. Okay. With regards to that. So, I don't use it because of that. Okay. So that's one of the reasons. So we'll just wait for a few people to come on. Okay. People are coming in now. Okay. We're looking forward to this match. Fantastic. So I can see that they've requested for the friendly war. We're just waiting for it to be accepted, and when it's accepted we'll see a little exclamation mark and the 15 minutes will start from that point onwards for the session. So first of all, this is the pro division of EYG. So let me just bring it up. There we go. So you got the rookie division on the left and the pro division on the right. Okay, there are 18 groups gonna be battling it out over the coming weeks, okay, all the way up until October, and then we're gonna start seeing the knockout stages with regards to this. So if I was to quickly scan my eyes and just see where we are at the moment, I'm just going through, unless someone beats me to it. Okay. We are in group 10, I think. Are we? Where's group 10? Oh, there we are. Group 10. There we are. Unfair, Warfare, and Wreck-It over there on group 10. So that's who we are covering today, which is brilliant. Okay. There's a lot of fixtures tomorrow. We've got, we're going to be streaming Ocean Oasis. There's a lot of matches happening at the same time, so obviously we're gonna I picked one or two. I have got a schedule already, which is also available on my Discord. Okay, so tomorrow I'm doing Space Station Gaming versus Indian Champs. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Okay, and thereafter I am doing Clandestino, I think that's how you'd say it. Okay, versus Ocean Oasis. Okay, that's at 2 p.m. Okay, and then after that, depending on time, okay, we are going to be doing Brazil clashes. Okay, versus Exodia Esports. Okay, and then it starts becoming quite late for me, so SSG Gold probably not going to be able to do that one. So probably, so I've basically given myself maximum 4 matches a day, okay, to do. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, and let's turn that off. Okay, so first a quick shout out. So the prep day is already under the preparation, the 15-minute preparation is already underway. I can actually see it on my iPad already. Okay, so let me just give a quick shout out to our sponsors, which is Clash Champs. Okay, you know, I've said it again quite a few times in my streams. Basically, if you need to host a tournament, for example, or if you need bases, if you need clan teammates, you want to build your clan as well, okay, they've got resources there. You can advertise your clan there as well, and yeah, they do monthly raffles as well and quite a few things as well. So worth going over there and registering as well. And then we've got top end base building as well. So top end base building, if you need any base building, your base for your base building needs, you know, just yeah, it could be something as simple as you know, what do you call it, a showcase base like I did, you know, or you can have a CWL base, or you know, an anti-star base, you know, you name it, and then they will find somebody who's suitable for that particular base type. Okay, not all of us are great at building bases. Okay, but anyway, there you go. Power Mama going, oh, British flag to win. There you go. She's going unfair warfare already there in the chat. Okay, so yeah, lots going on at this moment in time. There's other tournaments going on as well. There's the MLCW going on. There's, you know, loads of people you know, will be streaming at the same time as well. So but we are here to basically to deliver the Pro Division EYG Open Unfair Warfare versus Wreck-It. Now, I did do an intro for them yesterday, okay, because there was a little bit of an admin issue. Apologies for that, okay, with regards to you know, getting the timings wrong and stuff like that. But we try and do what the information that we've been given, but it's okay. But here we are today, okay, to basically stream this war, okay, and let's do a quick intro. Okay, so let's do this at the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the EYG Open 2020, and we have Unfair Warfare versus Wreck-It. The question today is Unfair Warfare going to be on unfair and stop their wrecking? Or will Wreck-It be able to wreck through those bases? We will see. Today, at this moment in time, we are streaming EYG Open 2020, and the game is Clash of Clans.
And there you have it, folks. Bit of a build-up. We need that build-up regardless. Okay, so yeah, and the other thing is don't forget to use your creator code. Okay, us streamers, we're always telling them, I don't have a creator code, but it's always worth you know, supporting you know, the creators out there. Okay, and Clash Champs, who's actually sponsoring us today, they've got a creator code, Clash Champs. Okay, simple. Okay, go over there, make sure you do it. Yes, you do have to do it weekly. unfortunately there isn't a reminder there, you know, so you need to remember to put it in and change it accordingly. Okay, so there's lots of creators out there that you can choose: Carbon Fin, Eric, Susie, Adam, yeah, you know, Itsu, you name it. Okay, but here we are being sponsored by Clash Champs. Okay, and just shout out to them as well. Okay, with regards to that. Now, if I make sure that I've done everything right, okay. And also a quick shout out to the admins as well, who've done a fantastic job. It's not easy. I mean, I was trying to see the agenda and putting it together and getting information, getting the logos that you see before you here, you know, and making sure that we have all the tools necessary, you know. Yeah, so the admins are doing a great job at the moment, and obviously this is the tough time because there's a lot of teams, and coordinating those teams, putting the schedules, getting them to make sure everything's done. And this week is also CWL week as well, so it, you know, because it's CWL week, it makes it also gives another complication as well, because through CWL, if you have one clan and you're in the war, okay, and you're doing CWL at the moment as well, and you need to do a tourney as well, you can't do a friendly war, so you need to find another clan to do it in, and hopefully you have a backup clan, or you know, you have another plan to basically make sure that you can actually do the war as well. And that information needs to be fed back to the admins as well, and that creates a little bit of stress and everything for the poor little admins trying to make sure they're arranging all of this as well. Okay, so while we've got 8 minutes, what I'm quickly gonna do is make sure that I have linked all my chats accordingly. Okay, so let's first start by Facebook. Make sure I bring that chat in. Also do that to YouTube as well. Will be a little bit slow, so we'll start with YouTube first. You might hear a little bit of noise coming through. I'll try and pause it in time. There we go, I have. And there we have it. Let's get the chat screen up. Normally do this before, but today I had very little amount of time, so I just went, okay, I could do this through the stream. I'm getting quite good at it now. That's the YouTube done, and now I just need to do the Facebook one, if Facebook behaves, and it has. And here we go. And it's not easy to do this. And are we done? And we are done. Yes. There you go. I could see the chats coming through. Okay. And DJ has joined us as well. And Rishte. Hey, Rishte has joined. Okay. Right. So when I bring up the screen, which is what I'm about to do now, folks, okay, so just give me a moment. I'm going to turn off the teams. Rishte, you missed my intro just now. Okay, so Rishte I'm going to call you Riz. Rishte is over there in the chat, okay, and you may see his name as well. Okay, so we are down to the 6 minutes at the moment. And yeah, so this is good, right? So if there's anybody else from any of the teams who are in the chat, okay, just give a quick shout to me as well, okay? And we wish you all the best, Rishte, in your attack, okay? And anybody else as well, okay? And yeah, it's great. And especially in the last chat, we had a couple of people in the chat who actually did do the 3 stars in snipers, and that was really good. And DJ is saying twice in one day. Well, actually this is kind of one, but I had to have a break in between. because what happened was the last match just kind of went over by about 10 minutes. Okay. You're welcome, Rich Day. Okay. And yeah, so because of that, okay, I had to do that. So first of all, we have got Power Mama in the house, who's also British, and she is supporting, right? And she reckons I should do another intro. Okay, no, I won't do another intro. We've got 5 minutes. Okay, so all right, so yeah, so we got some British supporters over there in chat. Okay, Power Mama, she's half Brazilian and half British. Okay, so she's bought out her her British self today. Okay, it's going to be interesting in the week because we've got INTZ. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Who's she going to be supporting at that time? So let's just quickly reload that screen and go back in. There you go. Okay. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting where her loyalties are going to be. Okay, especially and I remember going to the Olympics with Power Mama, and she was supporting Britain. Sorry, no, she was supporting Brazil. Okay, and I was supporting Great Britain. Okay, so yeah, it's always good, always interesting with regards to that. Okay, but anyway, as people trickle in, we've got 4 minutes before the start of the war. Okay, and yeah, so we can see the chats happening. Okay, so obviously there's two. That's probably because they've got another method of communicating with each other, I'm sure. Okay, and yeah, and the question now. Let's do a. We've got 3 minutes, so we'll do a quick 2-minute poll. Okay, there's only a few people at the moment, so let's do a quick poll. We go here. Pause that screen. A new poll, and this is probably going to be the last poll of the day. Who will win? Win. Right, okay, and we have got quick. Let's quickly do this. I have to do a quick copy paste. Although I could just quickly type probably. There we go. So yeah, let's start the poll. Give it 3 minutes, but it's fine. And we'll still have time afterwards as well. So there you go. The poll is in. And look at that. I think everybody from Unfair Warfare is going to be in. Okay. So there you go. I think all the people in the stream at the moment, we're all voice on Discord. Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, and I know that I know the people who don't communicate, because what happens is that number 3 that you see over there, okay, it's huge numbers. And when I see that huge numbers, I was like, gosh, these guys, they need to be on voice, and yeah, and good thing about Discord voice as well, because it is live and it does allow people to communicate. Okay, but I've always wondered, there sometimes is a little lag. Yeah, so yeah, so I've always wondered if that lag is ever an issue when it comes to giving each other the pointers and what's the word that you use? Spotter, being a spotter. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I always wondered about that as well. Okay, so yeah, so it's overwhelming at the moment with Unfair Warfare for sure. Okay, and I wonder if there's been any corruption. It's probably Power Mama always doing the corruption in the vote for sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm sure it is. Okay, and yeah, it's, the other thing is the view counts don't always update for a while, by the way, as well. Okay, so look at all those flags: Brazil, England, etc. So Yeah, so we've got now 40 seconds before the prep is over. Okay, so let me just put a little bit of voice up. Okay, so yeah, so as I was streaming today, my voice, my headphones, the volume started creeping up and up and up and up, and I was like, "What's going on? My ears," you know. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, and I wonder on a Friday evening what DJ is up to over there in Washington. You know, so please let me know in chat what all of you are up to. A battle day has started. The 30-minute is about to start any second now. And here we go. So while the battle, while they've got time, and I don't think that they'll be starting straight away. Let's go over the team. So we've got at number 1, we've got Dion. Then we've got Riste over there in chat. And then we've got Chase the Ace. Okay. Then we've got Faplantia. And then we've got Virus at the bottom. I like that name. Okay. And over on Wreck-It side, we've got Beto Viga. You've got MC Cracks Demente. And then we've got Raffle Wit. And then we've got Fadaniel. And then we've got El Exito. Okay. And there you have it. And there you go. A new Power Mama would be like, you know, trying to sway the votes as well. Okay, so but Unfair Warfare, I have definitely got it for sure. And the other thing was I had Shide yesterday in the chat, and he was basically saying it's unfair warfare. He was saying, and I was like, I think it's unfair warfare. So please do correct me if I'm wrong as well over there in the chat. And as more people now join, as the match has started, we are looking forward to this. Okay, by the way, there's no sound or music in the background because many of you know that I do the sound and music when the war starts, especially in this format. Okay, it is very fast. Okay, so I went through this before. It's 30 minutes. First attack has to be in the first 10 minutes. Okay, so in this 8-minute slot, the first attack, both teams must get their attack in. Thereafter, it's 5-minute intervals. Okay, now if the team attack after that slot, right, and it's within 1 minute, that leads to a minor strike. Okay, if you do that twice in a match, that leads to a major strike. Then if you are more than a minute, that's a major strike. And just to let you know, a major strike results in a -1 star, so they lose a star effectively. And as Power Mama and some of the other viewers saw the other day, okay, we had a team who did not adhere to the time, and they had a time penalty or major strikes. They had 3 major strikes, so they won the match. Okay, but by winning the match, because they had 3 stars deducted, so they won 11-10, they ended up losing to 8-10 in the end. So it's quite serious actually for not keeping to time. Okay, so yes, folks, right, it's important for keeping to the timekeeping as well. Okay, and then also the match stays within that 30-minute segment as well. Okay, so yeah, so it's all exciting stuff, and it also brings a little bit of drama here as well. And many people will say that for some reason this is where we've had a lot of drama. Okay, whether it's myself, okay, and my voice changes and things like that, right, is actually in the matches itself. All right, and we're always like, no, did that happen? No, it didn't happen. Did it happen? Yes, it did happen. Things like that. And we've got some interesting wars coming up, you know, especially in the middle of in a few weeks time, when we've got what is it, AWL starting as well, and then we've got energy events also as well. where things are going to be very, very, very different. Okay, very different. It's either player versus player, or you're in the lower town halls and you can't use certain things. You got to do things between a certain time. But here in this tournament, you got to keep to those time slots. So we are now going to go into the next 5 minutes. Okay, so they'll have 5 minutes to get their attacks in. Okay, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, so yes, and what's everybody doing? I know Rishta is preparing for his attack. Okay, what about everybody else? You know, say hi in the chat, folks. Okay, that'd be great. Okay, I'm just hoping that I've got the chat coming through, and if I don't see the chat coming through on YouTube, it'll be coming up above me as well, and hopefully Facebook as well. But I do know that the guys who provide the system, they're also fixing some issues as well. So yeah, so here we go, just over 4 minutes now while we wait patiently. Yeah, and this is the thing, we wait patiently, and next thing you know, it's attack, and then it's another attack, then it's so fast after that, and we have to try and keep up with those attacks. And I have been asked why I don't do split screen. Okay, I don't do split screen because I'm a digital what's the word I'm gonna use, I'm a so like I'm my whole background is in digital, working on e-commerce, working on you know, sales and marketing and things like that for e-commerce and stuff. Yeah, leading that basically. So so I do know that today, okay, majority of people have moved away from desktop and they moved to phones. Okay, so a lot of people are watching this on a phone. Okay, and I've seen other streams where they've split screen and stuff, and a lot of people are saying, oh, but I can't see it that well and stuff like that, and I kind of agree as well. So where I can do split screen, but where possible, you know, we're gonna avoid split screen, and the only time I'm going to do a split screen is when so there you go, Power Mama is watching on a phone as well. So yeah, so she's using a phone, so it becomes really difficult to see, and especially I think the time to do it is when there are two matches going on, big matches going on at the same time. But yeah, but then even then I think it's best to choose one and then you know, do the commentary accordingly. Okay, and I think for me it's going to be quite difficult as well. Okay, so here we are now in the last 2 minutes, so we are expecting the attack to come in any moment now in the next 2 minutes. No, in the last match they left it to the last 5 seconds. I was like, oh, it's the last 5 seconds, and then the other attack came in, and then the other attack comes in. You know, it was relentless in the last war that we covered earlier on. Okay, so yeah, so here we go. Let's swag some water quickly. Let's see if Wreck It will be wrecked. And here we go. Warpig is in with the follow. Thank you very much for following. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. For sure. And as we now count down to 1.5 minutes, this is where both attacks were very likely to go in together in the last 1.5 minutes. Okay. And that means that I could only cover one and then go to the other one. So we will stay on the to see the attack from Unfair Warfare first. Okay, hopefully. The flags are down. There we go. We've seen the flags going down now. Here we go. The third flag is down. And we are about to reach the last minute. Power Mama putting her little girl to bed. All good. And there we are in the last minute. So that means both attacks are going to be coming in together. And as we have quite a lot of supporters for unfair warfare, we will stick on this side for the attack to go in. Wow. Everyone's holding their breath. Here we go. The last 20, almost the last 20 seconds. Who's gonna go first? Okay. And here we go. Dion is in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dion is in. And as we said, the second attack is also in. The blimp is down, on its way. And the idea is to take that central compartment, take out that inferno, and they've done it. And that wizard goes down with it. And over at 9 o'clock, the baby dragon is being used to create a little bit of a funnel, helping the queen pop into that segment, making her way through. There goes the balloon. And she might pop on the outside, and another super wall breaker goes in to create another gap. Here comes the CC. Headhunter goes down very quickly without any trouble. But was that the full CC? The king goes down, ensuring that both the king and the queen go through that little gap. And it was the full CC. And there's the hound, and the pups will open up. Poison goes down centrally. And the hybrid already started from 9:30, making its way through. Queen ability is used. Eternal Tone is used as well, as the troops will come to the core and that town hall. That town hall just gets obliterated by one shot from the warden. It's so weak. Tornado trap there in the center, and no match for them. They just go through, whizzing through there. And that second inferno is about to go down. That scatter there over at 3 o'clock still continues to pound, and that single as well also locked onto the RC, frozen. Perfect timing there, okay? And then the RC moves in to take out that inferno there. Queen continue move around from the 3 o'clock position. That inferno does stay up for the time being. There are some miners, and the miners can move in through to that inferno. But there is a second scatter there over on the north side. This is looking like a good high percentage already. There's still just over 20 seconds now. Do they have enough? Do they have enough momentum? Ooh, that single has just taken that queen. But that scatter should go down. A high percentage for sure. Held up. And there you have it. 91% 2-star. And let's wait for the result here.
And the first attack is in both through, but you got Wreck-It a little bit ahead. So let's have a look at Wreck-It. They did 98%. So they went right to the end. So this is both high percentage, high risk attacks. Okay, they are going in. Okay, for sure. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, there you have it. Okay, one attack apiece. Now the second attack should be coming in anytime in the next minute. So we hold our breath for the second attack to come in. So at the moment, the pendulum is on Wreck-It's side. Okay, and here we go. Paplantia.
Oh yes,
Let's go! The RC is down. The zap's over in the cold. The abilities used by the RC. The king from the north at 12 o'clock. The loons are down. And they'll be followed by the dragons, and they are. And they're coming through as the next attack is in. There was a little tornado and they used that ability. But it's caused that held that blimp. But that blimp should surely get through to the town hall, and the town hall will go down. And as those loons and those dragons are pushing their way through, the bats are already deployed over from 2 o'clock. They're coming through the freeze on the wizard tower and the eagle. And the freeze perfectly timed on the second wizard tower. But just a split second too late on that second scatter, which takes out those bats. It was very, very close. It's almost half a second out. And that puts a stop to this attack. And this is going to be a 2-star. And we're going to move over to the other attack. But Daniel is in. And moves through. Eternal Taunt is used. Are they going to path all the way around? Or are they going to move in? Looks like they're about to move in, and that, yes, they are helped with the jump spell, and they move in to the core. That town hall is no more. Another jump spell to the south, but there's nothing much left there. Except for the queen. The queen ability is used up in the core. But the enemy queen already targeting the queen, and the queen has gone down. And the rest of the troops are making their way anti-clockwise. And there's plenty of defenses, so this is not going to last for too long. Eagle goes off. And that warden has plenty of healers. And they'll be left just with that warden to clutch some extra percentage. This is looking very close on percentage between the two. There's not much that can split them apart at this moment in time. And the warden says, "Party time!" And again, below 80%, so we're stuck on 77%, 2-star. And let's quickly have a look. 2 attacks apiece. They got 2 minutes to get their second attack in, right? And the pendulum still stays on the Wreck-It side, okay? So yeah, there's not much percentage in it, okay? So that's about 1.4% between the two on average, okay? So so there you have it, okay? Wow, folks. Wow. Okay. So already looking very, very close, and all attacks are pretty good attacks at the end of the day, you know. So so yeah, the attack on Dion, who defended really well by Exeter. Okay, so on that 98%, and it's that 98% that's making that difference at this moment in time. Okay, so the next attack should be coming in shortly, very, very shortly. I'll put the volume a little bit up. And they've got less than a minute. Okay, and Power Mama is going, what? Really? And here we go. The next attack is in. And Chase the Ace is in.
And here we go. Metal figure defending. And we're gonna be going in with a hybrid. The next attack is in. The path is being set. And the Yeti, once again, another Yeti being used to funnel. The Queen, over there, just before the 12 o'clock point. The Coco Loop, making sure to defend those healers. The earlier Warbringer giving that space for her to move through and take that town hall. She strays for a moment, that rage is in. And that town hall should be a no problem for that queen. And the CC is full, headhunters in there. And she makes a meal of them. Rage goes down to ensure she goes back to full health. We're gonna have the lava pups exploding, there they are. And we're just waiting for it to clear up. And while that's happening, over at 3 o'clock, we've got the siege barracks down and the king down. The pecker is out of the siege barracks, helping to create that secondary funnel. And there goes a hybrid. And the queen's ability is used up. And a hybrid with the RC to follow and the warden as well. Heal spell goes down. The scatter goes down over at 3 o'clock. The secondary troops, the hogs moving down south. And the Eternal Tornews protecting all those troops in the center. The enemy RC trying to hold the troops back, but they're going to be no match. And that freeze goes down perfectly. This is looking like a good hit from Chase the Ace here. And those miners are going towards that second inferno. That inferno should be going down. That's the threat. That's the threat at the moment, and that threat is going to be neutralized. There you go. And the RC's ability does some more cleanup as well. Now, it's 25 seconds to do a cleanup here. Is there enough time? Those miners are over there at 9 o'clock. 13 seconds. This is looking very, very good. And there you have it. 3 stars. GG in the chat to Chase the Ace from Unfair Warfare. And we move over. And here we go. This is another high percentage attack. And the time has run out. This is a 91%. Very, very good.
And there you have it, folks. Okay, Unfair Warfare ahead by 1 star because of that 3 star. Okay, and yes, this is a high percentage stakes game here, folks. Okay, so it could go anywhere. If Wreck-It get a 3 star, the pendulum can quite easily go towards them. Okay, so now it's all up to Unfair Warfare to make sure that they keep that momentum going, and and keep ahead of that Wreck-It with that 1 star. Okay, and another 3 would seal it for them. Okay, so let's see if they can hit back here. Okay, and we wait. We're in the last minute of the 3rd segment. Okay, for the attacks to go in. So once again, and this is where we are, and OP to Chase the Ace. OP to Chase the Ace for sure. Right, won't be long. And this is probably making Power Mama quite happy. For sure. So who's going to be in? And there we go. The next attack is in. And let's move over as Wreck-It have actually pulled the gauntlet first. So let's have a look on this side and we'll switch over to the other side shortly as well. Okay. So we've got Beto Vega in. And then we'll switch and we'll come back. And we wait for this attack to go in. A little bit of thinking. Zap goes in. Hoping to take out that scatter there as well. And there you go. Nice value over there. And this is an Electro Loon attack. Let's hope it's not a spam. So from here, from 3 o'clock, we've got the king, the queen, and a baby dragon helping to create that funnel. And that loon coming through as well. Just probably to make sure there's no traps on the way there. And this 3 o'clock edge is all being cleared up. There you are. The RC comes in from 5:30. And she goes through. About to take out that air defense. And she does. And the Wizard Tower, she uses her ability and takes out the second air defense as well. And now she's about to take out the going after the the eagle stays up. Now comes in the electro, and then the electro attack over from 12 to 1. The blimp comes through as well. The warden's probably there amongst the mix. There he is. Okay. And there you go. That town hall should be going down any moment now. Okay. And that taunt being used to protect those electros. Now those electros are going to now make their way anti-clockwise round the base. And there's one electro coming in from the south as well. And there's nothing to stop that electro at the south because those two ADs were taken out earlier on. So currently... So is that leaving that eagle, is that going to cause the problem now? And that inferno is going to start taking out. And all of those electros just absolutely evaporate. And there you have it. That's going to be a 2-star. It looks strong. It looked like there was a capability there. But no, there isn't. And now we move over on Rich Day. Let's have a look here. Oh, and a high percentage 2-star from Rich Day here at 85%. Gets the percentage advantage there. But they are still ahead by 1 star. So let's have a look. So even if they get a 3. So we are now, Unfair Warfare now got the advantage as well. Okay, so let's... Cracks is in. Over from 3 o'clock. Queen is down. The king is down. And the freeze goes down on the inferno. The loon gets stopped by the trap. And another loon, making sure that queen can go through. The CC is pulled. Headhunters, multiple headhunters. Poison goes down. The king makes a meal of them. Oh yes, let's go. And that second scatter, first scatter goes down. And here comes the super wall breaker, taking out that wall, allowing that queen to pop. And here comes the Lalo portion. Do they have enough momentum now? Can they push through to that town hall? We've got the blimp being prepared to be launched. The next attack is also in. Is there enough here? And that scatter is currently up. They freeze the scatter. Oh, just missed the scatter by a small amount, but oh, there you go. The OP Warden Tone has now been used, and looks like this is looking fairly good here. Plenty of time, plenty of loos. That single stays up. The tornado trap captures the queen, but those loos come in from the top, takes out that inferno. And there's plenty here to make sure that they can 3-star here. And we know this is going to be very likely a 3-star. And this is looking good. And we go on virus. It's up to virus to get as high of a percentage as possible. And the queen ranged freezes the town hall. And here comes the hybrid over from 5 o'clock. The king pushing himself up through the left side of the base, making sure that the pathing for the hybrid is good. It's looking good. He's keeping it in the core at the moment. The eternal tone is used. The scatter is no more, but there is a scatter over on the north side, over on 10 o'clock. That is what to watch out for. And there's a tornado trap. Bring a hold. And there's some traps in front of the Eagle artillery. Are there going to be enough here? And they push through. And the RC is going to take that second. Yes, she does. She takes down that second scatter. Do they have enough? That single is up. That single will probably take out the... Is it? Yes, it does. It takes out the warden. We've got an 80%. That was all about increasing that percentage. This is looking like it's going to be very close. And here we go. Let's reveal. $11 stars each, folks, and let's have a look. Wow. Wow, by less than 2%, okay, Wreck-It have just a small margin of percentage, folks. Small margin of percentage. So we saw those the 2-3 stars, and look how close this match was. An unbelievable close match, and it swung from one direction and it came back to Wreck-It when they took that 3-star, and it was all down to that earlier increases in those percentages in per attack, and that's what came into it. And look at that, folks. Okay, there was nothing in it at all at the end. Okay, and well done to Wreck-It. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, and yes, and again, thank you very much for joining, but please hold, people, please hold while I push to one of the streamers who's already online doing an MLCW. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's MLCW over, and that is Big Vale. So please hold on for a moment for this, and thank you very much for the people who've joined us on YouTube and Facebook as well. And I'll close you people off first.